Want to go ahead and thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in, even if this video is not live when you're watching it. Ladies, gentlemen, I am here to give you the cold hard truth about your relationships, about whatever it is, your breakup that you're going through. I want to talk to you people about healing. When you've been hurt, whether you're a dumper or a dumpee, when you've been hurt in a relationship, I think it's vital that you heal properly before you move on to another relationship. Because if you don't take the time to properly heal, you're going to take into that, into a new relationship, perhaps somebody that could be great for you. But you're not healed and you're still hurting over past heartbreak or relationships or infidelity or different things, you're going to take in elements of the pain that hasn't healed, whether that be not trusting somebody, whether that be insecurities, whether that be doubt, could be even be self-love. You may lack enough self-love to give a new relationship partner the respect and the chance that they deserve to have with you. I definitely believe that when we date people, sometimes we could be dating or involved with the exact right person. We could be dating the most amazing person we've ever been with in our entire life, but it could just be the wrong time. It could just be that one or both people haven't properly healed from past hurt, from past, heartbreak. And when they haven't properly healed or dealt with that heartbreak or the pain or, anything like that, and they jump into a relationship, a new relationship, by doing that, they could be entering a relationship with the exact right person that they need. Could be the exact person that they've always dreamed of, the exact person they've always wanted, and the exact person that is completely right for them. But it could be the wrong time because healing hadn't been taken care of when the opportunity struck, when lightning struck, and you meet that right one. So, to prepare ourselves for meeting the right person, to prepare ourselves for being ready for the right person and being able to take advantage of when we meet that right person, I think it's vital that we make sure that we properly heal ourselves. Now, there's a lot of there's nothing magical or there's nothing you can do in just a day or two or a week or two that's going to allow you to heal quicker. It's going to take time. But I also believe there's steps that we can take while we're healing, or if we feel like sufficient time has passed to heal from a breakup, right? I think there's steps that we can do that can help us fully recover better, easier, and give closure to the pain that we've dealt with. So, one thing I would like to go ahead and offer, and a lot of people are probably going to think this sounds cheesy, but I do believe this is something that can be very effective no matter who you are. Okay. I believe that taking a tablet of paper and a pen or a pencil and writing a letter or writing names down can help us. And this is what I suggest to anybody that's ever felt like they've been hurt in any kind of relationship in the past before. I don't care if the relationship was 20 years ago, 20 days ago, or anywhere in between. If you feel like you've maybe not properly healed from past relationships, past marriages that have ended in divorce, whatever it might be, if you feel like you have trust issues meeting somebody new, if you feel like it's really hard to believe somebody new that you might meet, I think it's very important that you listen to what I have to say right here. And I really hope this message helps somebody else out there. So I would just like if you are somebody that feels like you might still be hurting, or that maybe you haven't closed the door on past relationship pain in whatever manner. And when I said initially at the start of this video that I believe that even if you're the dumper, you could have a lot of hurt from a relationship, even if you're the one that let go of them. Because a lot of times, think about relationships. Sometimes we break up with somebody because it is too painful to continue that relationship. Because that person either not trusting us, or because maybe the person, whoever it uh, was still dealing with hurt. So that hurt us in effect, and the cycle of uh, that person causing us pain by bringing up insecurities or bringing up non-trust or whatever caused us hurt, and that's why we finally decided I can't do this anymore. I have to let go of this person. So it's very easy for somebody that's dumped somebody to still feel a lot of pain in a relationship, a lot of hurt, because it could be very understandable that you didn't want to let that person go. You wanted to hang on for dear life to this person that you cared about, that you invested a lot of time into, that you had a lot of great conversations or a lot of great experiences with. So this is for everybody out there. Whether you're a dumpy and you feel like, hey, you just got squashed, or whether you're a dumper and maybe you felt like, you know, being involved with a certain person caused you pain, and it caused you more hurt to have to let them go. It hurts you to have to hurt this person that you believe you loved. What I'd like for each and every person out there that listens to this video to do is give what I have to say a chance. No matter how cheesy you think it sounds, what I'd like you to do is take a pad of paper and a pen or pencil, and first of all, write down every name of any person that you believe has hurt you in any kind of relationship matter. Okay? So it could be 20 years ago, could be 20 days ago, but if you believe you were hurt by having a relationship with that person, I want you to write down their name. And if their name is coming to mind, if their name is coming to heart, even if it is 20 years ago and you thought you've dealt with the pain, their name is probably coming to your mind and your heart because there's still hurt and pain somewhere inside your heart, somewhere in your mind. Uh, so I would write that name down. So even like I said, even if it's 30 years ago, even if it's something you thought you properly healed from, if some name comes to mind of somebody you feel has hurt you, or because you were involved with, causes you hurt, causes you a little bit of a heartache right now, even years later, I want you to write down that name on your pad and paper. Okay? Now, I want you to look at this list of names after you take 5 or 10 minutes and you write down all the names that come to mind of people you believe have at one point hurt you in your past in a relationship type manner. Now, this is going to take a little bit of time for each person to go through. But when you look at this list of names, what I want you to do is on another piece of paper, I want you to give every name their own piece of paper. And I want you to think about what in that relationship, what about that relationship caused you hurt? What about that relationship caused you pain? And I want you to write them a letter of forgiveness. I want you to write, so if this person's name was John, I want you to write John at the top. Hey, if your name's Mandy or your name's Elizabeth or whatever. Hey, John, this is Elizabeth, whatever your name is. I remember our relationship that was so sweet in the summer of 2008. I really miss the fun times we had, but I still am holding on to the pain of you breaking up with me at the end of the summer because you had to move on to go to a new job. Whatever it was that hurt you the most. Maybe they cheated on you. Hey, hey, Sally, my name's Frank. I remember our relationship 5 years ago. I remember how great of a relationship we had and how much I trusted you, but you cheated on me and ripped out my heart. It took me so long to forgive you, and I still feel pain today. Write out exactly what that person did, exactly what you remember them hurting you for. This is vital. It's vital that you write this out on pen and paper, not an email, not in your notepad, with your hand. Write this out on paper. Write them a short letter, letting them know, hey, how you doing? Hey, I remember what was great about, the relationship, what you remember being best about the relationship, but how they hurt you, whatever it is. Right now, we are not going to be sending out these letters to these people. Don't worry, right? It's important for us to get this out ourselves onto the paper through our hand, through our handwriting. Write out exactly what you remember them best for, and maybe it's several different ways that they hurt you. So write all those ways out that you remember them really hurting you. Hey, maybe you're writing because they physically hurt you, whatever it is. Hey, I remember, maybe you're a woman and the guy slapped you in the kitchen because you guys got in a fight. Hey, I remember the one time when we were fighting about the spilt milk in the kitchen and you looked at me with such disgust and you slapped my face. And when you did, that ripped my heart out. Whatever it is, people, that really hurts you about these relationships. And a lot of times you'll remember that pain, even if it's 20 years ago. So if you're still carrying that pain, I want you to write it out on paper. Write them a short letter on notebook and paper. And I want you to also take a deep breath after you write out this pain, these things that have hurt you. Each and every person that you wrote on that list that we started with is going to have their own piece of paper, their own little short letter. And after you write out what hurt you from this person on this paper, I want you to count. I want you to go ahead and breathe in really deep. And I want you to exhale it really slow. Count to 10 as you're exhaling that deep breath that you took in, and exhale it really, really slow. And I want you to breathe in a couple of times really deep. Make sure you exhale really, really slowly. And then I want you to finally forgive. If this is just list is just one person, then you're only writing one letter. But for every letter that you're writing forgiveness for and writing out the pains and the ways they hurt you, I want you to finally forgive them and forgive them on paper. Hey, John, I want you to let you know that so much time has passed, or 3 weeks has passed, whatever the time has been, all the years have passed. I feel it's finally important to let you know I finally forgive you. I hope you're happy, whatever you want to say, right? The important thing is that you forgive them on pen and paper because you need to forgive them. You need to quit carrying this pain. You need to quit carrying this hurt. So you need to forgive them, whoever it was, whatever it was, however long ago it was. It's important for you to forgive them in your soul and in your mind and on that piece of paper. Go ahead and write out, I forgive you for what you did to me. I'm letting it go. Whatever you want to say. However you want this letter to be. If you want to write a 3-page letter to each person, that's fine. Let it all out on paper. I understand that for some of you, this may put you in tears doing this. Okay? But this is important. This is important so that you can move on and have healthy relationships. Something that I've recently done as well. And this is something that I've learned with a certification that I've earned to help you guys out, ladies out, with your heartache and your relationships. Once you write it all out on paper and you write a letter to each person on that list, that you come up with, thinking about all the people who have hurt you. Once you write each and every person a letter, I want you to take each letter to each person, right? And I want you to rip that letter up, and I want you to think about how ripping that letter into pieces, with every rip, you are letting them go. You are letting go of the pain that they caused you. So as you rip up each piece of paper, you're as you're making those rips, you are thinking about how every rip is you ripping away the pain, ripping apart the hurt and the pain they caused you. So it's important you focus on that as you rip up these letters, right? However many letters you have to, or however many people you have. And yes, this whole process may take you a couple of hours, right? But this is time well spent, because I want you to focus on the pain, especially in these ripping up these letters, right? Especially when you write out the ways that they hurt you, especially when you take that deep breath and you write out that you finally forgive them. And then with every rip, you are letting go of the pain and the hurt they caused you, so that you can finally move on and heal, close those, those wounds of pain that might be years old. I know this sounds cheesy to a lot of people, especially if you've never done anything like this, but I do believe that this can be something that can be very effective for most people. And if you haven't ever done this or done anything like it, what do you have to lose? So I think it is important that you devote a little bit of time to letting go of past pain, past heartache, and past hurt from relationships by doing it in this manner. It may be hard to do, it may bring tears to your eyes, but it's a healing process. And I believe that in your mind and in your heart and in your soul, doing this can give you closure to even pain in relationships that, might be 10, 20 years old. And by doing this, what you're going to do is you're going to give yourself an opportunity the next time you get involved in a relationship to have a better, healthier relationship, free from the pain and the hurt that you would otherwise carry into that relationship. Maybe after you finally let go of all this pain and you finally forgive people, perhaps you'll see that you do have the strength, the inner tranquility to move into a new relationship free of the hurt and the pain that you've released with this process. Perhaps after doing this, letting go of all the pain and the hurt, perhaps with an ex that was recent, perhaps with somebody that you recently broke up with and you broke their heart and you broke your heart by breaking up with them. Perhaps by doing this complete process, you'll see and realize that perhaps you let go of somebody recently in the past 6 months or a year that you love with all your heart. You want another chance with. Maybe they broke up with you, maybe you broke up with them. But if you broke up with them, you got to act. Because most people nowadays, they know that they're not responding to somebody that broke their heart. Why would they? Why would a dumpy reach out after months, after taking time to heal? Why would somebody that's had their heart broken by you, ending a relationship, why would they ever take the time to heal and then reach out to you? Not the way it works. If you're the one that broke up with somebody that you feel like you genuinely loved, it's on you to reach back out to them. It's on you to be the vulnerable one, to take that chance. It's not easy. It's not easy to go back and say, hey, I think I made a mistake. But I really do love you. I still care about you. Sorry I broke up. I think I've gotten rid of this pain. I'd like another chance to start over, start fresh. So when you reach back out, if you are the person that broke somebody's heart, you're going to have to do more than basically text them and say, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" That might be a good way to start, but at some point you're going to have to apologize for hurting them, explain everything, and make sure you're ready to do it as well. Last thing you want to do is get involved with somebody uh, and hurt them again. I do have another video on that. If you are somebody who broke somebody's heart and you want another chance, if you realize you made a mistake, I have a whole video on how to do that, on how to make sure that it's the right time for you to do that. So definitely check that video out. If you're the dumpee and you've just released pain and you've forgiven somebody for breaking your heart in the past, even if it was 5 years ago, make sure that you stay in no contact. The last thing you want to do at any point is validate them for leaving you, for dumping you, for moving on from you, or for basically believing that you aren't worth their time or that you are a waste of their time. Continue to go on, realize that you're ready. You've helped yourself heal with this process that we just talked about. And maybe this process will only help you in that recovery process. Perhaps you still need more time. But you continue working on self-improvement, continue to work on chasing the dreams and passions that you have, bettering yourself each and every day, striving for the things that you love, striving to be the best version of yourself that you can be. We all deserve, and I want every person out there to understand that each and every one of us, I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you're overweight. I don't care if your hair is falling out of your head. I don't care about any of these things. I don't care how tall you are, how big you are, how what ailments you might have. I don't care. Each and every one of us deserves to be appreciated and loved for the person we are inside. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be appreciated and respected. So consider that. Realize that you are here on earth for a reason. You are here to love and to be loved. You deserve that. You deserve to be happy. I'm talking to you. You listening to this video right now. I hope that today's live stream, which I'll probably take apart and put in a separate video. I want to thank you guys for listening. I want to thank you for being here. Be sure you comment down below. Let me know if this video has helped you in any way. If it's helped you feel like you've released some pain, released some hurt you might have been holding on to for years or for months or for weeks or whatever it might be. Let me know if you tried this and if you believe that it helped you. This has been Zaxtor99. Keep in mind you can always email me if you have any kind of question or you would like email support. I will respond to each and every email that I receive right now at askzaxtor@yahoo.com. That's AZAXTOR@yahoo.com. I want to thank you guys and ladies for listening. If you're coming down below, be sure you like this video if you've enjoyed it. This has been Zaxtor99. Thanks so much for being here. Now go out and do the right thing, stay safe, and allow yourself to heal, allow yourself to be happy, and allow yourself to smile. Thanks for being here. Take care, everybody.